If you look at the routine, the subroutine process sentence in both of them, this is where a big difference between Python and Visual Basic exists. When we was processing each character in a line of text, we had to create a for loop. And we wrote this weird thing where we said like for counter equals 0 to sentence length -1, so that we could look at each character. Remember? Because when we have some text, that might have a length of 4, but the first character is at position 0. So we need to make a list of numbers that goes from 0 to 3. So that's why we do the 0 sentence length -1, because that gives us a sequence 0 to 3. Now in Python, you can't really do that. Okay, Python works a little bit different. It uses a for loop still, and we use a variable, so just like this, so there's counter. This time I've just called it I because I was being lazy. And then we say in range, and it works out the range for the sentence for us. It actually does all the horrible work. And then we just have a similar bit of code. There isn't a horrible substring thing. So to get an individual character, we have to put that in Visual Basic, where we say, oh, the sentence, give me the substring at this position. In Python, we can just write that. Although, to be honest, a lot of languages use this format. It's a more sensible way of accessing individual characters. So we just say, right, get me at position I the sentence. Okay, so you'll see this for. Notice there's no next. It's just the bit that's indented is inside this loop. Okay. So the print thing at the end is after the loop's finished. So this will just run through each character in that text. Yes, Joel?
Do you have to use square brackets?
I think it is square brackets for that, yeah. Don't use round brackets. I don't know whether it'll work. I'll try it, see what it does. It might just moan. It'll probably think we're looking for a subroutine called sentence. Let's try it. You've got to get to that line first. Yeah, didn't like it. Okay, so it is square brackets. Again, you haven't got to write any code, you're just going to be examining. So if you see square brackets, all you're looking at is saying, okay, we're looking at this bit of text at that position. Okay? But we don't even see what the numbers are, we don't care. We don't care, we're not worrying about it, because we don't really want to worry about all those horrible technicalities that we had to in Visual Basic. Python takes that away from us, and this is one of the great things about Python. Its work with strings is designed to make it easy for the programmer. Okay, in general. Now, all this one, it counts gaps, it looks for spaces, so this is a little bit like what we did before, but we used that select case. There isn't an equivalent in Python, so we have to do it with ifs and things. So we just do the same thing, we're saying like, is it a space, is it an underscore, is it a minus? Because I decided that for this program, underscores, spaces and minus signs were gaps. Okay, so it's just looking for those, and if it's any of those three, it adds 1 to the gap count. So some value that we reset to 0, and then it displays it at the end. Okay, so the for loop is the main thing that looks a lot different. All the other things tend to look the same. Most languages are